That is why inflation feels less like an economic concept and more like a personal failure, even though it is not one. Inflation is often described as a number, a percentage, a statistic reported on the news. But for most people, inflation is not something they read about. It is something they feel. It shows up at the grocery store when the same items cost more than they did last year. It shows up in rent increases that outpace pay raises. It shows up in the quiet realization that money does not stretch as far as it used to, even when income has stayed the same. That is why inflation feels less like an economic concept and more like a personal failure, even though it is not one. For decades, people were taught that working hard, saving consistently, and avoiding unnecessary debt would lead to stability. But inflation changes the math. When prices rise faster than wages, doing the same things no longer produces the same results. Progress slows, and in some cases it moves backward. What makes inflation especially difficult is that it rarely arrives all at once. It creeps in slowly. A few dollars more here, a small increase there. Each change feels manageable on its own. Over time, the cumulative effect becomes impossible to ignore.